I'm Malika, and I've been a foot model since 2018, and even I get slow sales sometimes. It happens to everybody, and I'm going to go over the reasons why sales might be slow for you, and it's not even your fault. I'm also going to go over some solutions to slow sales depending on what the cause is and how you can fix it or how you can make the most of it. One of the biggest factors in slow sales is the time of year. So think holiday season, especially around Christmas time, and summer season when people are traveling. These are times when they're spending a lot more time with family, so getting alone time to spend time with content that you might be making isn't always possible. Also, they're spending money on travel. They're spending money on buying gifts for their family, so money can be tight. But after those holiday seasons, especially in January, I've noticed, sales often pick up. So you just kind of have to power through those seasons and just wait. The sales will pick up and everything will be okay. One of the ways in which you can try to combat seasonal slowdown is by making seasonal content. Now, there's a few things you need to consider here. One of those things is if you make a lot of Christmas content, there's going to be some fans that don't really like Christmas or don't celebrate Christmas, so maybe they won't buy it at all. And you have to consider that those types of clips might not sell all year round, but honestly, those are the funnest ways to do it. I absolutely loved themed content, and it makes me feel more creative, so you get to enjoy those holiday seasons. One way to increase sales during this time is to use marketing techniques such as limited time promotions. So say this clip or this sale is only available during these days. So you make it a limited availability. That's kind of an advertising tactic where people feel the need to do it now. They don't want to miss out on something. They have that FOMO feeling. So if you engage these tactics, people are going to want to buy these things. Another way that you can combat slow sales during the holiday season when fans aren't able to spend as much money is to run really good sales. You can run sales on all your fan pages, on all your clip sites, and the biggest thing here is to advertise it. Tell people about it, and the more you talk about it, the more sales you're going to get. Now let's talk about things that aren't so fun, which is why sales are slow because of something that you are or are not doing. If you are not posting enough, fans aren't seeing you enough. Think about how all advertisers do things. Think about McDonald's, for instance. You are going to see a McDonald's on every single corner. So who are they going to go to when they're looking for fast food? They're going to find McDonald's all the time, so they're going to go to McDonald's, right? You need to be the McDonald's of your industry. Be everywhere. Post all the time. You need to be in their face all the time so that they remember you. This is an advertising technique, and if you are kind of about posting, which I'm really bad about it. I realized when I was preparing for this clip that I needed to take my own advice. I need to post more. You need to post more. You need to be more active. You need to comment back on people's comments. You need to just be more engaging. Post more in order to get those sales. Another reason why sales might be slow, if you are posting a lot and it's not a seasonal slowdown, it could be because you are posting the exact same type of content all the time. If you are only posting bare feet, for example, you're completely ignoring people who like flip-flops or heels or tops of feet or all the other things that you could be missing out on. Try to post different types of content, maybe even look up some different niches and try to reach those fans. Also, if you are posting the exact same type of content all the time, it doesn't elicit the same response after a while. It tends to get stale or boring maybe, and so it doesn't make fans want to engage with your posts. And engagement on social media is everything. So if you are showing them something brand new, doing something you've never done before, they're going to start engaging again and your sales are going to pick up again. Now, if it is not a holiday slowdown and you are posting very regularly on a bunch of different platforms and you are posting a variety of content, one of the things that could be happening with slow sales is if you are not engaging the fans, making them want to respond to your post or making them want to buy something based off of this post. For instance, are you just posting a picture of your heels and saying, here's my heels? Or are you posting a question, as in, what can you see me doing in these heels? What would you like to see me doing in these heels? Can you imagine how they smell? Things like this. And the very next video that I'm going to be making is about how you can engage all 5 senses for the fans in your posts and in your photos in order to elicit a response, making them want to buy things from you. But until we get to that one, your posts need to be engaging. Ask questions. Ask for them to think something or feel something with the photo or the video that you have posted, and it'll make them want to buy rather than just posting a picture of your feet and expecting them to already want to buy or wanting to reach out and buy something from you. You also need to be very specific about what you're offering sometimes. Say, hey, I'm running a sale on my fan page or on my clip store. Buyers need to know what you're selling. What people don't realize about joining this business is that 99% of it is sales. You kind of have to learn how to market yourself and advertise in order to make sales in this business. You cannot just post a photo and expect the sales to just roll in. This is a full-time business and you are 100% responsible for 100% of it, including marketing, photo shoots, advertising. Everything is on you and you got to learn it all. That can definitely seem overwhelming, and don't worry, you don't have to be perfect at it all at once. It took me years and years and years to realize how important marketing was. In fact, it wasn't even until this year that I realized how important advertisement and learning how to advertise and market was so important. So you've got time, you can make mistakes, you can have slow sales, it's okay. As I am learning, I am going to try and help you learn as well to make it easier on you. Now, the last reason for why your sales can be slow is the absolute worst one, and it's the most annoying one. That is a shadow ban. This is when the social media platforms literally hide your profile. So people won't see your new posts. Even people that follow you might not see your posts. The worst one for me is when your name is shadow banned. So if someone is trying to look up your specific name, your profile name, they cannot find your profile. That is very annoying. They can also even hide your comments. So engaging on other people's posts doesn't matter. Now, what can you do to stop this? And this is the really tough part. For all the social media platforms, the best thing you can do is stop posting for at least 1 week. Just kind of do a little hard reset on it. Don't post anything, don't comment on anything, just take a little reset. Now, I don't know enough about Instagram shadow bans or Facebook shadow bans in order to give you tips on that, but I know on Twitter, a good way to get rid of the shadow bans is to start deleting all the posts that might have gotten you shadow banned. There are words that will shadow ban you, and most of them revolve around sexual content, so just start deleting stuff, which also sucks because a lot of your advertising, a lot of your time has gone into this. A lot of your post engagements are there. But just start deleting them. Maybe start deleting them when you notice that the engagement started to drop off quite a bit. Also, if Twitter had marked this content as sensitive material, delete it. After the hard reset on Twitter, when you do start posting again, make sure that you're not posting a link in all of your posts. Sometimes post just a photo. Sometimes post just a dialogue, just some words. Sometimes post a photo with no words or a photo with words. Just make sure there's a ton of variety, and links will often make that post less engagement. So just keep that in mind. If you want to post a link to your profile, your fan pages, or your clip stores, don't do it very frequently, or maybe post that link in the comments underneath that post. But I have actually noticed that when you post a photo and then post the link to the fan pages underneath that photo does not get as much engagement. So I think they have caught on to that part, but the biggest takeaway here is just to have a variety of types of posts on Twitter. So after all this, what should you do if sales are just slow? And it happens to everybody. Sales are slow sometimes, and there's not a darn thing you can do about it. What I recommend if you want to be really successful in this business is to focus on creating new content that you can use to fluff up your clip stores. The more clips you have in your clip stores, the more sales you're going to make. This is an opportunity to do things that are your own projects. Come up with your own ideas and be creative. Fans can tell when you are really enjoying yourself on camera, and if you can portray that, do it. This is a great way to increase sales, actually, is to be yourself on camera. And if you're doing a project that you're really passionate about, it'll show through. When you're adding that type of content to your clip stores, you're going to make sales. This is also a time when you can spend honing your skills at taking photos or acting on camera, or maybe learning new niches that you didn't even know about or that looked interesting to you, but you didn't quite have time to dive into that because you were dealing with so many customs. You never know what niches fans are going to want to see you for. It's quite an interesting thing where fans will want to see specific type of content from specific gals, but they won't want to see it from you, or they will want to see it from you and not other people. It's kind of a weird thing, but you don't know what fans are going to want to see from you until you have tried it, until you have showed them, hey, this is what I can do. Do you want to buy it? So kind of just use this time wisely. Do the best you can to make content, to fluff up those clip stores, to make a backlog in your fan pages so when you get busy again, you don't have to worry about pumping out content for your fan pages and being stressed. You can already have that content ready. So let's wrap this whole thing up. Sometimes it's the holiday season. Sometimes people are traveling. Sometimes you're just not being active enough. Sometimes your content might be stale and you need to spice it up or try something new. And sometimes the social media platforms have just shadow banned you. Whatever it is, just do the best you can to get better, to advertise, to market. That is the big thing. You got to learn how to market. There are great YouTube videos on how to market things and how to make sales. Now, they don't necessarily have to deal with our business, but you can take some of the things that they're saying and apply it to our business. And don't worry, your sales will pick up eventually. I hope you learned something from this video, and if you did, I hope you give it a thumbs up, and I hope you follow me for more tips on how to be a successful foot model.